The next thing that we are going to talk about are conditions. Conditions are basically used when you're trying to check for something. For example, a condition could be if your phone is fully charged. It's either true or false. And here is where booleans take action. If you remember, booleans can only have two values, true or false. And these values are used to validate data. Let's take the example of if my phone is fully charged or not. So let's create a variable that it's named battery. And let's say my battery is 80% charged. Now we want to check if the battery is 100% charged, or if not, then we are going to say no, the battery is not fully charged. How do we do that? In programming languages, we call this an if-else statement, and we write it just as it sounds. After the if, we need to write down our condition. If battery is equal to 100, we write double equal because a single equal means that we are declaring a variable. So we use double equal to check for something. If the battery is equal to 100, then now we need to put a double point, hit enter. And if the battery is 100% charged, then print full charge. If it's not 100%, that means else, print there is something missing. So let's try to execute this, and we are going to get there it's something missing. If we now put this 100, we will get full charge. But what if we want to do a specific message or print a specific message if the battery is at 50%? To do that, we can use elif or else if. But in Python, we write elif. And now we write the condition battery is equal to 50, then print half charge. So if we now try to execute this, we will get full charge because battery is equal to 100. If we set 30 and execute this, then we get there is something missing. But if we try to put 50, then we get half charge. But what if we want to know if the battery is less than 50? So let's try this. Let's put another elif battery is less than 50, then print you need to charge. Now let's try this. If it's 50, we will get half charge. If we now put 30, we will get you need to charge. But if we put something else, 51, we get there it's something missing. What if we want now to check if the battery is higher than 50, but less than 100? In this case, we need to use condition operators. These are called and or. If the battery is greater than 50 and battery is less than 100, then say there is something missing. Else just say you are good to go. Okay, so what did we did just here? We declared a variable named battery, and what we are doing here, let me just put here some spaces to be able to read this more comfortable. Firstly, we check if the battery is equal to 100%. If that's the case, then we print out it's fully charged. Then we check if the battery is 50%. If that's the case, we print out half charge. Next, we check if the battery is less than 50%. If that's the case, we print out you need to charge. Then we check with conditional operators, we check if the battery is greater than 50%, but still lower than 90%. If that's the case, we just print out there is something missing. And if none of these cases is true, then we will print out you are good to go, because that means that the battery life is between 90 and 100. So let's try this out. 51, there is something missing. 30, you need to charge. 50, half charge. 91, you are good to go. And 100 will get us a full charge. What happens if I try to put 110? We also are going to get you are good to go. There is something important that I forgot to mention. With conditions, we can check if some certain element is part of a list, for example. So let's create a list of names. Here we have our list of names. What we want to do now is to check if a certain name is inside of this list. For that, we are going to create a variable called search. We are going to search for Juanci. Perfect. If search in names, print name found. Else print name not in list. Let's try to execute this. We get name not in list. That's because we are searching for Juanci spelled in this specific way. How can we search for Juanci so that's inside that list? We need to pass this string into lower cases. So for that, we are going to say search.lower, because we need to convert this string into complete lowercase letters. So if we now execute this, we are going to get name found. There you go. Because we converted this string into fully lowercase letters, so it looks like this one here, and the name was found. Find Lucas, name found. Find Pep, name is not in list. It's super easy. This is how conditions are written in Python. I hope you learned from this lesson and hope to see you in the next one.